Hey, man, welcome everybody to another Good Brothers Committee podcast right here at Churchill Smoke Shop. I am Chad Ford, also known as Chad Juice, the man with the juice to get you loose with the sweet taste food, with my partner in crime, Pete Power to the third power. My brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. Another Friday night on the hill. Got a nice smoke, nice week to get the weekend started. Took us a minute to get everything working, but we back at it again.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another
What's
good
smoking
one.
today, Chad?
I am smoking a Flathead 770. I love big gay cigars.
Made by CAO.
Of course,
New York
CEO.
Cigar Company.
Shout out to CEO.
What I'm smoking today, as you can see, is a barber pole by 708. Triple barber pole, that is. Got a Havana wrapper, Connecticut wrapper, and a Maduro wrapper. Sweet, creamy, more of a medium smoke. Like I said, Dominican long fill. Nice little Friday smoke to go along with a little bullet rye.
Elijah Craig for me.
Good way to get the weekend started.
That's right.
Good Friday night on the hill. So, Chad, what we got going on today? As we coming back to everybody, I hope everybody had a good week, enjoyed your time at work with your family and friends. Get to sit down for a few minutes and talk to the good brothers.
That's right. Hey man, just doing what we normally do. Me, I gotta give some homework. But it is what it is. But I just want to get into the Bethune-Cookman situation.
Right. So in the last few months, HBCUs have been on the forefront of everybody's mind and conversation. You had the primaries in Jackson State.
Right.
Then you had Ed Reed getting hired at Bethune-Cookman. Then you had the little dust up this week. As a little disclaimer, Ed Reed is a homeboy of mine. Was at Destrehan High School, 5 miles from my house, from Kenneth. Of course, he, is all well at Destrehan with the University of Miami, killed it there. We still have a close connection at home. I know he has some people down in Shrewsbury. Got much love for Ed Reed. Hopefully, we do have much success over there. But with that being said, how the dust stuff happened this week when Ed Reed, I guess he just lost himself for a minute on social media. But, it always happens. Tony Dungy, please don't say press send.
Yeah.
Said some choice words about the school over what he thought was a poor mentality.
Right.
As far as leaving his, when he first coming on the campus, his office being trashed and things like that, and not doing some of the little things around the campus that could be done. Of course, it's spurring an immediate backlash from alumni.
You have to know the individual. Ed Reed is a very fiery person, and then probably some things that he felt like should have happened still haven't happened. But I refer back to what Coach Tamika Reed said about working at HBCUs, and she said it so eloquently, as the eloquent woman she is, one of the top women basketball coaches in the country right now. And it's a learning process. If they go back and look at her tweet, that pretty much summed it up. But the end of the day, it's about tact. It's not about what you do or what you say. More times not how you do it than how you say it. But the truth is the way in the light. It's a broken system. The mentality is broken, and we need to try to fix it. The egos, check ego at the door. Let's get it done. At the end of the day, just get it done.
I agree with you. You can use a little bit more tact, not doing that over social media. But the one thing I felt is that, people are leaning into the we're underfunded.
Right.
That's why it's like that. And I have a little issue with that initially. There's some things You can talk about the inherent underfunding of
Right.
HBCUs, which is true. Eddie George spoke eloquently about the situation
I saw
in
that.
Tennessee
I
and
saw
Tennessee
that.
State. But there are some things money has nothing to do with.
I agree with.
Trash, it's one of my pet peeves
It.
is
Right.
everything with us gotta be subpar. And we accept subpar.
Right.
When you should.
Right.
That was my one thing that as people was rallying to things that was percent, and I understand. But nobody addressed like why was that the situation?
Right.
Why would you have a new employee coming into the school
Right.
proposing to run the football program when his office is trash? That has nothing to do with these. I
Right.
think that has everything to do with a certain standard that you don't have,
Right.
that you will allow.
Right.
So that's where I thought the conversation gets off point. I mean, you can see all the people over Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that complaining that these guys coming in here from these PWIs, they don't respect it. But I don't think that's the case. I think they coming in there with a certain standard in their mind. They already understand that the funding is not going to be the same. They understand that the haves and have-nots. But some things don't regard. Money doesn't matter.
Right. Right.
I mean, there's some things you can do, whether you rich or poor. There's certain things you can do. You set a standard for how you want to do. And if you want to elevate, you want to take everything to the next level, then you have to move to that. And certain expectations come with that. And I think
I
that's
agree.
where some of the fan base miss. They don't understand the expectations. You elevate. You just don't elevate just by just standing up there. You elevate a different standard comes with elevation.
Right. And I go back to a previous podcast. People don't understand the business analytics of coaching. And I saw a quote, and I've coached for 20 years, and I probably coached one of the best high school coaches in the state of Mississippi. You got people who are football coaches, and you got people who coach football. I like football coaches. That means they're gonna do whatever they gotta do to make the program go. Cut grass, cut grass.
Right, right.
Mop the weight room, mop the weight room. Mop the locker room, mop the locker room. You know, you do what you gotta do.
And those things have nothing to do with you.
It doesn't. It has something to do with mentality.
So all that being said, you didn't have a problem with him saying that there was a broken mentality.
I,
Most of the same thing that everybody else say. The problem is more with. Oh, no, they can see that. What's up, man? The problem is
yeah, I know you've
more
been looking
with.
for me.
the problem is more with the form in which he chose to voice himself. And that makes sense. I think everybody's gonna agree that you want to keep family business,
That's
but
it.
at some point, we have to raise the standard.
Right.
We got to raise the standard on our
Right.
behaviors and what we do and what we do. Well, here's the better thing. What we
Right.
expect. We should expect more.
Right.
Now, we all know the financial constraints and things like that,
Right.
but you should, some things you should expect more.
Right. But again, it goes back to the mentality.
Yeah.
It's a broken system that's full of ego. Some people don't want to accept what drives the university. Athletics drive the university. On the other end, if student athletes don't stay eligible and be responsible, they won't help drive university because they won't play. You know, I look at people like Pastor Mark Walker over at Chad Grove MB Church in Georgetown, Martin Luther King. That dude was a biology major and played with Jackson State and one of the top receivers during that time. So he did what it was necessary to be successful, not only in the classroom, but the football. That's
When I
called responsibility. That's called pride.
and that's the thing. For all the pride you kids, Because everybody got pride. You would think pride comes with a standard. It's a standard.
Right.
I remember when I was in college, you know, you didn't walk on the grass.
Exactly.
You didn't walk on the grass.
Yeah.
And if somebody saw you walking on the grass, they yelled, "Hey, get off the grass! There's a sidewalk." And that's what I'm talking about. That those standards have nothing to do with your financial strength, and those are the
Exactly.
things you're doing right now is trying to deal with, the mentality outside of the financial constraints of raising the standards of what we expect.
Right.
Is once you do that, you can really get to that next level. As everybody said they want to get to that next level. So that's the
Right.
question I have. If you want to get to that next level comes with a different standard. And it seems like that's where the gap is at. People want to carry on and do the same things that they're always doing, but they don't want to change that stance.
And that's the problem. Are we willing to accept those standards? You
That's
see what
it.
I'm saying? Are we willing to accept those standards and live up to those standards? Because we got all these people in different administrations saying I'm this and I'm that. But come on now. Business is business. Personal is personal. And friends are friends. You gotta separate that. And really trying to handle business. Nah.
Look, I'm gonna give people a little grace. If you're not used to experiencing a certain level, you're not used to certain things, and you think it's new because it's new to you, you're gonna feel some type of way. I totally understand that. Not
Right.
even think about that. But when you sit back and think about it, some things shouldn't be accepted. That's to me. Some things shouldn't be accepted.
Right.
If I got hired for a job and I go in there and I'm gonna say something bad, that's not acceptable. That's not no.
Right.
That has nothing to do with me. That has
Right.
something to do with somebody not doing it.
Right.
And I think that frustration made him go over.
Right.
Make those comments on it. Which that was totally unprofessional. You should have known better.
Right. Right.
You know,
But Marvin Gaye said it best. Life is for learning.
yeah, there you go.
So
Right
we
about that.
we live and learn. Because if you stop learning, you stop living. You stop living, you might well be dead. So I
I
get
mean,
it.
look,
I get it.
he came back and he apologized to the school for his outbursts online. They smoothed everything over, and I'm sure that he feels sat down and talked about,
Right.
what you should and shouldn't do, especially online. He should have done it. But I think he was trying to connect. And the other problem with that is he saw that, then he saw everything that happened in Prime yesterday, and that just boiled over. And, I think Eddie George said it best when he talked about he see the same frustration, but what he chose to do is not voicing, just roll up his sleeves and get to work.
Right.
And I think, I think that's what people catch the edge in this point.
Right. Hey, like you said earlier, every campus has their own unique set of problems. But there are some problems that are systemic. And we don't get those voices that are willing to stand up and show what needs to be fixed, just like these broken water pipes. If you don't know it's broken, how you don't know to fix it?
Yeah, yeah. But then you can't get mad when somebody pointing out either. But hey, that's a whole
I
that's
know,
a whole
I know.
nother story.
That's the only thing that came to mind.
I got you. I got you. So wait, so we got the playoffs coming up this weekend, the divisional round in the NFL. Who you got, Chad?
Between who's team?
Well, look, at the end of the day, in this region of the country, the game is going to be the 49ers versus Jets. I mean, here at Churchill, we have two huge groups that come hang out and watch games on the Sunday ticket here. There's a big 49er group, and there's a huge Cowboys.
Right.
That's a late game on Sunday.
Right.
Now you have the Saturday game, the Eagles down from Kansas City and the Jaguars. I'm sure Eric, I think he's over there somewhere. I'm sure Eric, he's one of the rare Jaguar fans we find, man. He's popping up Trevor Lawrence. Then you got the Bills and Cincy, Buffalo and Cincy, Joe Burrow. That's another big game on Sunday. So who you got? Eagles, Giants.
I got the Eagles.
That's a solid pick. That one,
You can't deny it, man.
Say again. Yeah, I couldn't be what you say.
I said you can't deny it, man. The Eagles, you know, Jalen Hurts is doing this thing. He's being
And I don't
consistent.
need right.
He's being consistent. You know, he's taking care of the ball, and they're making plays.
So I don't even have to ask you about the Jags in Kansas City.
No, you ain't got to ask about that.
Yeah. So
It's just like asking me, does a bear have hair?
All right, so we go. So here's the game I'm most interested in over the weekend: Cincinnati Buffalo.
And that's a good game. Now it intrigues me too
Right.
because of the personnel. They match up very well.
Who has a
Now,
better set of wide receivers?
oh man,
Cincinnati.
oh man.
Cincinnati. Not far. I know
On
Dean, your
paper,
boy, dude.
on paper, on paper,
Cincinnati got 3.
on paper.
Boyd, Higgins, Chase.
I don't need a superstar. I need folks to make plays.
Chase make plays.
Of course he does. He is.
So, man, they got the better set of receivers.
They make plays though. So what? You good?
Yeah. So I think easy to say since you got the best set of receivers. So with all that being said, who you got?
Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Buffalo.
I'm gonna take these.
Okay.
Joe Burrow.
I'm gonna take Josh Allen.
Go Tigers. Yeah.
I'm gonna take Josh Allen.
Right. So now for the Sunday game, the game is supposed to be on the weekend, like I said earlier. Cowboys Niners. Who you got?
I'm gonna say the Vikings. Only because
you mean the Cowboys? I say Cowboys Niners.
Oh, Cowboys Niners. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got the 49ers.
49ers.
I can't say that out loud like that.
Oh, Cowboys fan here.
Yeah, 49ers.
I'm not gonna lie. I think no,
Coach. Well, baby. Good.
My man, my brother. What's going on? So I got if I had to put money I would probably put money on the Niners. But I think the Cowboys will.
I don't think so.
I think Parsons is gonna be too much to pay.
I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you what. Now, much respect to Parsons. Now, that's one of the best defensive players in the NFL. If he comes up, I don't know if he's defensive player of the year this year. I know he might be able to do it next year. But overall, the scheme that 49ers run, they won't eliminate him, but they'll slow him down.
So let me ask you this real quick.
Okay.
I saw a draft earlier today. They had Arthur Miller as a 6th-round draft pick in Indianapolis Colts. He was on their list.
Okay.
What do you think?
Man, Aubrey Miller is a man, and I'm so proud of that guy. To watch him progress and mature and turn into the leader that he became, like, I'm proud. That's a Jackson State Tiger. You know, people use that word dark side very, very loosely. You got people on defense. You got people that's dark side. Aubrey Miller be dark side.
Now, for those who don't know, Aubrey Miller linebacker on the linebacker squad. That's really outstanding. Wasn't he invited to the Senior Bowl?
Huh?
Wasn't he invited to the Senior Bowl?
He was. He
Yeah, he
was.
was
He
invited to the
was.
Senior Bowl. They had a great year this year. They have high hopes that he'll be their second draft pick. We all saw what Jimmy
Right.
Houston did this year. When he was only second behind Asa Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he only
Mm-hmm.
played, how many games? He played
Like 8 ball games?
8 games.
Yeah, 8 ball games. Yeah.
He had like one sack, two or two.
Like
Then Asa
2.
Hutchinson. And he played like 8 games. Asa played like all 16.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Half the game, you got one fewer sack. So
Right.
that was outstanding for him right there. Pat, you got anything else today before we sign off? I see you getting kind of crowded here. I see Coach came in and a few other people came in and everybody's
Right.
chopping it up right now. And
Oh yeah,
we're
man.
ready
Hey,
to really get this Friday kicked off.
as always, if you don't have nothing to do, it's late as night right here at Churchill Smoke Shop on the Hill. And and always we appreciate each and every one of you for your support. Please go to YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share. And we appreciate you all.
Definitely that. Another good brother podcast. We're trying to come a little bit more frequently. We got a lot of things planned. Once we get enough subscribers, we'll have live cameras here at the shop on Friday. So some of y'all around the world can see what we actually do here at Church Hill on Friday night.
That's right.
If you know anybody who's been here, they'll tell you we have a good time. We enjoy ourselves and we respect each other. Like the whole saying is, good brothers get together, share conversation, ideas, and walk out the door friends, even when you disagree.
That's right. You can be any place in the world.
Did you hear
Right
that?
with us
There you go.
at Churchill Smoke Shop. And we thank you.
Again, see you guys
Again.
later. Remember, like, subscribe, Good Brothers Community Podcast. Churchill Smoke Shop.
Until next time.